So
Yeah.
we've been talking a lot about the quality of how we deliver our content.
Yep.
And I think that's valuable. It's important. Obviously, the more clear and concise we can be, the better it's going to come off, the better it's going to be received. But what about the quality of the content itself in terms of how it looks, the quality of the photo, the quality of the video? How important is that? And what are some things that people who don't have professional videography equipment or photo equipment, what are some things that they can do to make that look better so it's more it looks better to the eye?
Yeah. So, I mean, I would also, the reason I set up my Sony cameras because like, the reason I set it up is because I'm like, all right, I'm a videographer. I want it to look good. Right. Mm-hmm. Like, and I can control that. Like I can control the quality of the video here and the feed. So I'm like, I want to, right now, not everybody can afford a $3,000 to $4,000 camera, which I completely understand. My motto is use what you have, whatever you have. If it's your iPhone, and that's what we can be most consistent with and sustainable with right now, amazing. We're going to use that, right? If we can use a Canon that's going to have a flip up screen to where you can view yourself and has a viewfinder where you can see what you're doing, amazing. If you can afford that, I don't want you blowing your money on something that you can't afford. If you can afford and you have the means to purchase a camera, make an upgrade, amazing, do that. But if all you have right now and all you can afford to build a business on or to build content on or to make whatever you want on, and that's your iPhone, use that, right? This is what I like to say with and you can relate to this. Like a lot of people in the fitness industry, it's like, okay, well, when you give your client a diet, a protocol or a workout protocol or a diet protocol, it's like, you're going to give them something that's going to be sustainable, right? And you're not going to give them something that's going to be not feasible. Okay. So what is that for you in the video and photo world? What do you have right now to your disposal? What can we use? Right. It's like, if for example, someone only has dumbbells to work out with, cool, then that's what we're going to use. And if you have the means to then get a gym membership or you have the means to get more equipment, cool, then we'll change it. We'll explore more options, but we're going to work with what we have right now, right? Like if you're strapped for cash and you just have dumbbells and that's all you can afford, cool. Like we can work with that. If you just have your phone, that's all we can work with. Amazing. We'll make great fucking videos that we can, and then we'll work up to it. Okay.
And now you and I had talked about this a little bit. So as you're improving and you're gaining access to better equipment, obviously, like, you know, I started on my iPhone and now I have Travis to do a lot of my content for me.
Yep.
Every now and then, if I am posting Trav's photos, which are phenomenal, and then I post one of mine from my iPhone or a video from my iPhone, I don't like the way it looks in my feed. So every now and then, I'll do like a carousel thing and I'll post one of his and then one of mine, or I'll try to edit it and do a cover photo. What do you do in that situation? And is it even important? My OCD likes to have consistency, but I don't know if it's actually important.
So let me ask you this. Is that more so a Josh thing or what people are going to perceive Josh to be then?
I feel like it's more of a me thing. I don't know if people actually care about it.
People don't. I'm going to be honest with you. People aren't looking at your Instagram like a fucking art gallery. Like they're not buying a ticket to the Museum of Chicago and Science, right? Mm-hmm. Like people look at your feed as like helpful information, however that's delivered, right? Whether that's a nice photo, it's like, oh, dope, Travis took this. That's a sick shot. Whether it's Josh just taking a selfie video and it's like a personal story about something that's personal to him, like. I don't think people are gonna be like, why is Josh taking photos on his iPhone and it's not Travis's photos? Like the fuck, you know what I mean? Though it's like, and when we say this out loud, like sometimes it can sound silly, but like I also think some people, and this is the healthy relationship where what's better to where it's if we want to get the message out and the only medium that we have at that moment or that time is to post something from our phone. Is it better to do that? Or because what a lot of people do, what a lot of videographers and photographers do, where it's like, if it's not a quality, good fucking photo, then I'm just not going to post it at all. And it's like, then we go weeks or days without posting. Right. So it's like, you have to understand what is your message and what's your target, what's your goal with that. Right. I've just realized that for me, like, I think certain people care about the aesthetic a lot in terms of like your feed and how it looks. But if that's what's preventing us and crippling us from posting more and helping more people, it's not fucking worth it.
I would agree with that. And I knew that was going to be the answer. That's definitely something that like I post things and I've done that where I'm like, oh, fuck. I was like, I need to do one of those fit tip posts that like looks this way. So it keeps the line in the column the way I want it. And yeah, I'm holding people back from information.
And to be honest, there's no problem with that. Like I'm fully in agreement with that. Like if we have the ability to post quality content, like we fucking should, right? Because it just only elevates our brand. But if that's what's going to cripple us to where it's like if if you have set yourself a goal, every day I'm going to post on Instagram, like every single day I'm going to post on Instagram, but like that's the one thing that's stopping you.
Oh yeah.
For me personally, then that's not really worth it. Right. Because it's like, well, if you're teaching your clients like, hey, if we couldn't get in our workout today, but we got in 15 minutes of walking, are you going to tell them why the fuck did you only get 15 minutes of walking in? Right. It's like if all they could today was get 15 minutes of walking in because their daughter had to go to the hospital for some fucking accident that happened and she couldn't get her training in and she felt bad about it, would you tell her like, oh my God, it's completely okay. You got something in and I'm proud of you for that. Like it wasn't perfect, but yet you got it done. You know?
Yeah. It's not all or nothing.